Hi. Hello, everybody. Just give us a minute while we try to get it together because we have some pretty funny story.
So, welcome to Sassy-n-sanity. I'm Brigit.
And I'm Tami.
As if you didn't know that. Yes, I'm trying to get my microphone on. There it is. So, we do have funny stories. So, the reason why we want to get in touch with you today is we're going to talk about a story that Tami has about a friend of hers. And, it's actually a heart-wrenching story, right? I mean, it's just like sometimes, yeah.
It's a good reminder for us.
Right. But
in the meantime,
so as we're trying to do this,
we really need to video what we do to set up for this.
Yes.
You would wonder why we continue to do it, maybe.
Something that's supposed to take like 10 minutes to set up takes us like 40.
I know. And now we think we're recording stuff and we're not. That was a funny story. So we have a big ring light in the background and somebody wasn't happy because in our last video, the ring light was showing in her glasses. Watch. Let me show you. Put your glasses.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Put your glasses on.
I got it.
See, here's what kids are learning. Whoop. Oh,
see it?
There they are.
There.
Well, looking up.
I know. Well, I am now, but the ring light
looks so much better.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So I have a ring light behind us now that you can't see. But the problem was wherever we moved it, you could see it in our beach pictures behind us.
We're at the beach.
And there's a big ring light in the pictures. We were moving it all around. We're like, no, we look bad. No, we look old. No, I see wrinkles. No, my hair doesn't look good. No, move it.
I got shadows.
We got shadows everywhere. So we finally moved it up above. And we got in the phone and we're like, oh my gosh, looks like we have a facelift. I know if I was still dating, I'm telling you, I'd bring one of those babies to the restaurant.
Oh my God, can you imagine? That would be great. We could set up a restaurant that should have like that.
Oh yeah.
Well, that should be, what should we call it?
Ringlet. I don't know.
We have a ring for you. Getting ring? Like ring? Yeah, okay, never mind.
Okay, then we're getting a little crazy.
Okay, yep. But yeah, it's always fun.
It is funny. We should start recording that because it's actually funnier than what we say.
Yeah, we think we're hysterical.
We're entertaining.
You know that. We think we're hysterical. But we were talking today. We were going to have a friend of ours come on, but she got sick. So she's coming next week or the week after. I'm not quite sure. She got that stinky bug, that
neurovirus.
So I hope you feel better, Katrina. But we were talking about, so tell them the story.
So we were just trying to decide what we wanted to talk about because we're kind of on this for the moment now. And I was saying how somebody I know is suffering from severe pain from osteoporosis. And it's a really good reminder for us because I don't think they told the last generations to lift weights and take calcium and do those things that luckily we know now.
Right.
And, we were talking about how it's a really good reminder. You get aches and pains as you get older. And it's really important as you age as a woman, especially to do weight-bearing exercises.
Yes. And, that's all the rage now, too. And it's funny because, going through menopause and I was at the doctor's and the doctor, I said, should I get my levels checked? She goes, you have none. And I was taken back because, you go to the GYN where your OB, where you had your babies. I don't know if I talked to you about this, but I went and I'm hoping other people felt this way because I came home and cried to my husband. You go and you get there and everyone's pregnant and all the pictures are pregnant.
Yeah.
And then, she takes my height and I'm 5'9" and now I'm 5'8" and the young girl, sweet as pie. Says, I guess you're shrinking. Okay, straight number one. Then the doctor comes in and, I was like, okay, I think.
Well, that's because you're on the scale.
Well, I don't go on the scale. I said, I weighed myself this morning. Here's the number. Yeah, no. And then, the doctor comes in and, you don't have any, hormones. And why are you feeling this way? And, your sex drive, you're gaining weight, that kind of stuff. And then you look around and you feel like you're put out to pasture. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's how I felt. And I got really upset. And the doctor saw me starting to cry as she's about to give me a pelvic exam.
Oh, gosh.
And I was like, yeah, with my legs, At least that's still there, okay? But you feel, it's kind of like, okay, you were here, you did your job, you had your babies, that was your choice. And now, okay, we're going to go and we're going to work on them, and you don't have any hormones. So, no, I want to preface this by saying my doctor's wonderful because she is one of the leading people with hormones, HRT, that kind of stuff. She had some sort of designation after her name, and just so happened that she is my doctor. So I'm very lucky. Mm-hmm. So she, wants me to do a testosterone check and, that kind of stuff. But you just feel, I I said to my husband, this is how I feel. And he kind of looked at me because men don't understand.
Oh, but wow.
They get older.
They try, but they can't. But could we understand though? Either like I remember being a young
No.
lady
Mhm.
and my mother going through,
Mhm.
and I'm like, what are you complaining about?
Right.
Oh my gosh, what do you mean you're sweating?
They used to drip
Right?
down the side of her face.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, Mom,
Gain and weight. So what's your mom? Where'd you
yeah,
get?
you're still pretty. Yeah, I know. It's devastating. It is. It's devastating. And then to have somebody say to you, somebody at one point said to me, I said, I really don't like how I am. Like I gained like 40 pounds, and she's like, you can't go back to the way you were in your 20s and 30s, so you're going to have to accept it.
They don't want it.
And I know we've talked about this before, and that kind of hit me. So it is nice to talk, and to hear from other people that you're not, I want people to know that I felt that way. I'm assuming other people felt that way. I posted something after I talked to you this morning about literally sweating while I was drying my hair and had to go outside.
Yeah.
And I've gotten so many likes because I was like, okay, I'm not the only one that feels that way.
No. And we've said this so many times before. Nobody talks about it, right? Nobody. There are so many things in our world as women that we don't talk about. Infertility.
Mhm.
We don't talk about when you get your period, when you don't have your cycle, when your cycle's being weird, what could be going on with your body. And we certainly don't talk about what we go through as menopause. And we're not talking about it because we're complaining.
No.
We're talking about it because it's time to have the conversation.
And more people are. This is one thing. I don't know if we talked about this before, but do you know your teeth start hurting in menopause? Yes, that's a sign of menopause. Yes.
Wait, does it help us stop eating?
No, it doesn't. Because I'll just chew on the other side. Your teeth. I went to the doctor and I'm like, why do my teeth hurt? He's like, there's no reason.
Like hurt when you bite, or just hurt because they're there?
Like a throb. And sometimes when I bite, that. And I looked it up. It's a sign of menopause.
Okay.
There's a lot of things that people don't talk about. And I said that to my one friend too. I was like, did you know? And she's like, oh my God, thank God you said that. Because my teeth have been killing me and I'm wondering why.
So I think it's very, very important, and we have talked about this before, it's very, very important to exercise, whether it's taking a walk, but be sure to do load-bearing exercises. I don't care if you're doing bicep curls with a can of soup. And we are not trainers or anything. We're just talking from experience.
Mm-hmm.
I have done weight-bearing exercise for over
a while.
Yeah, a long time.
Yeah.
Long time.
Yeah.
And it builds muscle.
Mm-hmm.
It helps deter osteoporosis. It helps you be stronger. We need to be stronger as we get older.
Mm-hmm.
And it helps with your metabolism, right? Because the muscle is going to burn more calories than fat.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it helps you hold yourself up a little taller, brings your stomach in a little bit more. So it does so many great things. I know that it can be really intimidating going into a gym. So if you're afraid of going in the gym, I'm just telling you, go to Target, go to Walmart, go somewhere, go online, buy some inexpensive weights. Start with that. There are so many videos on YouTube and everywhere else that you can do.
At home. 15, 20 minutes. I'm walking because I hurt my shoulder. So I can't. I was starting Pilates, which I loved. I felt stronger. But with walking, with whole 2-pound weights, that's not a lot. Right?
No, but it's good.
Yeah.
But this is good to know. So in reading about the person in my life dealing with osteoporosis, I read that Pilates is good for that.
Really?
Pilates is good for even if you have osteoporosis, because what it does is you think about what you're doing on the board, what's it called?
The reformer.
Reformer, thank you. So when you're on that reformer and you're jumping, you're not having the impact on your bones and your joints.
Yeah.
So it's really, really good for you. So I've done Pilates twice now.
Yeah, you like it, right?
I do like it.
You feel stronger. I feel stronger.
I love the reformer because when you jump, you feel like you're flying.
I love that too.
Yeah.
I love that too. Yeah.
But there are so many things we can do. The other thing I think that we really need to be so aware of is what we're putting in our mouth. Sugar is like the white devil. And I love sugar. I love sugar. And I go through these things where I love eating something with sugar in it.
Yeah. We talked about today soda. If you're not are you a big soda? No, you're not a big soda drinker. I was, and I'm so I will have some soda, but I'll drink like maybe 3 sips of it and put it away where I used to have a whole bottle.
There's like different sodas out there now that are like
Poppy
and the lollipop, I think it is, and the stevia soda.
Yeah. Yep.
And some that have probiotics. So it's really important, and research is always right at our fingertips with Google.
Yeah.
It's really important. It's really important to watch what is in the foods you're eating. Not to get political. I don't care if you like them or not, but our country needs a whole reform on what we are putting into mouths. You do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do.
I know.
Compare a box of Oreos, which I don't like those either. Oh, I hate them. Oh, I think they're gross. But anyway,
Chips Ahoy are my thing.
I liked them as a kid, but I don't like them now. I only like homemade cookies.
I could eat a bag of Chips Ahoy with milk. I haven't done it for years, but I literally, that's why I don't buy it. Because I will sit there and eat a bag with milk.
Only they have to be homemade for me. I'm so picky.
Oh, I'll do the same. I'll do that too.
Well, I could eat a whole container of chocolate chip cookies that I just made. Yeah, I'd rather eat the dough.
Oh, yeah.
No, you can get like, what is it, salmonella or E. coli, but who cares? Take my chance. Please. They didn't better.
Please.
And they bite that off. We can bite that off. Please. Not worried about E. coli or salmonella in my egg.
Oh, please, we did it all through school. Come on.
Yeah. But anyway, I forgot what we were saying.
Yeah.
Oh, so if you compare the ingredients in
Yes.
American Oreos
Yes.
to the ingredients in European Oreos,
Really?
it's very different. Very, very different.
Why?
Yeah, we'll put a link down below with a picture. But because Europe doesn't let their people eat the same crap that our American FDA or government or whoever's in charge of this lets us eat.
Interesting. I didn't know that. Look at you, full of knowledge.
I've been studying this stuff for a long time.
You've been pretty good. That's pretty good.
Because as we're gaining weight going into menopause,
I know.
like, where's this going?
Why? Why that bag of Oreos that I didn't gain weight with before does? Well, tell about your friend how much pain she's in.
A lot of pain. A lot of pain with walking, a lot of pain with moving, and we're not exactly sure what's going on yet, but we think some of it is related to osteoporosis.
And she's a little older, and you don't want
In her 80s.
And somebody told me, and I think I had said this before, but how you feel in your 50s dictates how you feel in your 60s, 70s, and 80s.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I
So
believe that.
it's never too late, is what I'm basically saying. You know what I mean? You can get on the board for something if you haven't started anything. I was always athletic and stuff, but the kids came and I was like, it's fine.
I think running after them is like should be an Olympic sport.
Yeah. And you're barely eating because you're eating last.
So think of what you're eating, whatever they didn't eat on their plate. But I was like, the dishwasher, like,
Yes.
might be my last meal for 17 hours. I don't care if it's macaroni and cheese and applesauce.
Mix it together. Take the plate.
I never liked mac and cheese either. I don't like anything, do I?
I know you really don't.
I do.
I like all the crap.
That's
how we get along. I like all the crap. She doesn't.
Steak and wine,
Yeah.
and lobster and champagne and prosecco.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. I don't like
Vegetable.
lobster. That's the only thing I don't like.
like clams.
I do like clams. Yeah, but
Seafood?
I do like seafood. I don't like mussels. Well, I've never had a mussel or an oyster. When you said, what did you make yesterday? Oysters?
Oyster pie. Pennsylvania Dutch oyster pie. It's pretty good. Oysters are aphrodisiac.
I know. That's why I don't like it. Yeah. You'll have to tell us if you like oyster pie. Yeah.
Or just oysters. Or prosecco.
Yeah. See how I lit up at that one? Prosecco. Yeah. But yeah. So basically we wanted to get on here and just say, look, we have noticed with friends of ours, people that we love, of things that are happening. And that is kind of like an eye-opening reason why we should start to do something about it. Yeah. My thing was I wanted people out there to know that you're not the only one too. And quite frankly, I wanted to know that I wasn't the only one that felt that way. Yeah. Because you think you're going crazy.
Well, you aren't because you have brain fog.
What?
It's not enough that we're shrinking and getting wider and getting shorter and completely round. And then on top of it, we get brain fog.
Yes. What? What were you
Brain, I don't know. Yeah, can't remember. Oreos? Were we talking about Oreos?
They did earlier, but that was good. Yeah, now I keep thinking about them. But just, take care of yourself.
Go for a walk. The weather's getting nice.
Thank God. Thank God. I can't stand it. Yeah.
I know why old people go to Florida now.
Oh my God. We've talked about it.
Yeah,
Renting a house for a month.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. I can't do this.
I am such a crybaby in the cold.
Yeah.
Like, I get in the car almost every day in the winter and say to my husband, every ounce of my being hates this weather.
Instead of good morning. That's his good morning to you, right? And he's like, I love you too.
Every cell in my body. Like, I got to break it down to the small. Like, every cell in my body is freezing cold right now.
And he's like, so, did you sleep well?
No, because I was cold. And he's like, let's snuggle up. I'm like, never mind.
Yeah, I know. Don't tell you. Hey, time out, buddy.
Have a hot button.
I have the fan on me, and my husband's always like, I don't know how you can sleep with that fan on your face. I'm like, let them have it once. Just one take. Let them have their period.
I would
let them have their period, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let them have their period for 2 days because you really need to have.
for 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah, I agree with that. But you really need to have that week before where you're having the cramping, you're eating everything in sight, and then you need to have it that,
And you're crying.
and you're dying. Yeah. And then you're
A little angry.
in a minute, and they look at you and chew wrong, and you want to rip their face off,
Mhm.
right? And then let them have their periods, so then they have to go and change stuff, and then
They
sometimes
worry about
goes
not
through,
changing
and
time.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that's
Even in the summer, swimming, oh, that's glorious too. Yeah, that was glorious.
or being on the beach when you're bloated.
Oh, that's just fantastic. Yeah, and being on the beach, and then you have to walk back to the house because you have to, take care of that. See, thumbs up.
I miss those days.
No, either
I was one positive in menopause. I'm not having that anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But let them.
And flow goes away.
Oh, she's dead. But let them figure it, and then let them be hot, and let them be cold, and then let them, want to cry, and let them
Get
gain,
pregnant.
let them gain weight for no reason, and you know what I mean?
But you know what? I have to say, aren't we the lucky ones? Aren't we really the lucky ones to get to carry the baby?
Oh yeah,
for 9 months?
the baby thing's cool.
The baby thing's the best.
Yeah, I know the baby thing's cool, but everything else sucks. The baby thing's great.
I guess we have to go through a lot of work to get the reward of the baby.
Yeah, we always say this too because they couldn't handle it, and there would never be any kids left.
Plus,
There
wouldn't it
would
look so funny? Can you imagine a pregnant man would look hysterical?
Oh yeah. Oh
Did your husband do the thing where they put the belly thing on?
no, mine either. No.
No.
But he did, if he was like, oh, my back hurts. I'm like, don't even. Okay. Well, I think that's good, right?
I think so.
I think we told you that you have to, exercise.
Eat right, take a walk, lift a couple things, even if they're cans of soup, even if it's in the privacy of your own home, prevent aches and pains when you get older.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That really bothered you, seeing her friend being in such pain. So I think it's something just to remember.
That's right.
Right? So
Fight aging all the way.
yeah, yeah. Well, thanks for stopping by. Don't forget
A little fast. Get this down one time.
God.
It's brain fog.
It is.
Menopause.
It is. Okay.
And everything on menopause.
That's the only good part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Okay.
excuse.
Have a great day. We'll see you next week. Bye.